Hey there, good morning. Welcome. It's Friday. It's painting time. We're gonna do it to it and have a good time while we're doing it, that's for sure. So today is just any other standard day, just wrapping up these paintings. I'm gonna be really happy by the end of the week. I should have 10 paintings done, and then I'm gonna start 10 more, and that's pretty exciting, you know? Pretty happy about that. Don't know what I'm going to be doing with this one, but we're just going to kind of play it by ear. I don't know why I'm mixing paint right now, because why would I mix paint when I don't even have a place to paint yet? So I'm going to play around here. So I'm probably going to put like a circle or two right here. Maybe I'll have a circle and have a circle come off the picture plane. I think that might be it for this one. There's a lot already going on. I'll see what happens when I start adding circles. And I feel like maybe I do a circle right here because there's an open spot. And it feels like if I were to do, it feels like the lines are kind of leading me down this way. So I feel like if I drop a marble right here, it hits this, it rolls, hits this, ping pongs down, then rolls down, boom, and then it stations right here. So that's why I'm going to put like a circle here and here. I typically, I'm kind of grown accustomed to these paintings. So what I've been doing is I've been drawing, putting circles in the areas that the lines are kind of directing the viewer towards. And I've been using it as like a visual device to kind of create like a focal point. And it's already there. I don't need to do that. Like all the lines are pointing here, but maybe if I have an eye, a place for the eye to kind of settle. And so that's what I've been dealing with these paintings. And I know it's a very simple visual trope to use, right? It's super easy to do. Like it doesn't take a lot of technical know-how to do it. It's just one of those things that I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, it's one of those things that just works. You know, it just works really well. And it's a very simple visual device to kind of use in your abstract designs. You know, it's just super simple stuff to do. And so that's why I've been doing it. Just put a little... I'm putting tape here to act, so I'm not puncturing holes into my canvas. I'm not even puncturing holes. This is wood, but like it definitely makes a little dot. So it's trying to mitigate that. I like to go a little bigger, maybe I think that'll be a good like circular size. I want it right here, really close to that point there, right? So that's kind of nice. That's kind of a nice little circle there. Maybe if I were to do a smaller one somewhere on this piece, I'll be okay. Like maybe slightly larger than the tape that I'm going. Like a smaller one right here. And I think what I'll do is I'll do an even smaller one that kind of creates a diagonal this way. So that's what I'm going to do here. So all of this is kind of just tweaking and changing around the composition. You know, it's never set in stone. I don't really want to have my pieces so concrete that I feel like that I should worry about it being. I don't want my pieces to be set in stone. Like I don't want them to be, this is what they are, and they're going to be like this into time. What I want them to be is more organic, and I want to kind of go with the flow with the designs. You know, I'm trying to just go with the flow and hope that it pans out, you know? I'm going to go by this design again a little bit, where I have a diagonal of circles. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to have a small circle, a medium circle, and a large circle right here. I think that should be cool. So I'm kind of going with the same technique here on this one. So I'm going to do that. So we're going to go have a circle right here. I'm not really good with compasses. There we go. And then we're going to go somewhere a little bit like that size. Do another circle. Okay, we're going to put it right there. I made a mark, so I'm going to do the circle right here. All right, and we're going to do one larger circle. And it's going to overlap. I'm going to put it right here. All right, so it's okay. I should have had it more straight, but I don't mind that it's kind of like doing a little arc, right? I don't mind that the circle's arcing a little bit. Maybe it kind of symbolizes it's a pinball machine. It symbolizes hitting these little pink prongs here, and it bounces a little bit visually and does a little slight arc. I wanted it more straight, but in order for me to do that, I would have to make a line, a measuring line that I put my circles on, and they kind of guide on it. Oh, got to get my handy dandy guide here. You know, take a sip-a-rooney of some coffee. Sip of coffee. And yeah, just sip, sip, sip. And let's see. I'm going to change the brushes a bit. I don't know. I don't have the kind of brushes that I want. Oh, the brushes they're all the same. They're all flats. I need a brush with a slanted edge. I might have to invest in one of those. You know, a cheap one, of course. I'm not going to spend a ton of money for one. But I won't use any of those. I'll use this one. I'll just stick to this one. It's got that soft bristles. Shake up my paint. Shake it up. And we're going to, you know, do it to it. That's how I roll. I just like painting, really. It's therapeutic, right? And I don't like I can paint realistic, but I just don't like doing it because it's like so stressful. You know, it's so stressful to do realism. Like, I don't think people understand. Like, it's like you're just like, I gotta get this detail ever so. Like, I don't know. I don't know how realistic artists do it. Like, I don't find it. It's exhausting because you're trying to hit a level of performance all the time, and you know, this is so easy. But I'm learning pretty quick that actually, from other people, abstract paintings make some people uncomfortable. They don't like doing it. So, like, you know, every person's different. It's weird how that works. How you doing? You know, it's weird how stressful, like, people get stressed out about painting realism. Some people get stressed out about painting abstracts. It's something, I don't know why. I don't know why it stresses people out. Maybe they feel that there's no sense of control in the piece, right? There's no control in the piece, so they get very stressed out about it, or they just don't understand it. So because they don't understand it, that foreignness scares them. not like it scares them literally, but like just not knowing what to do. Because like traditional paintings, there is a literal formula on how to do traditional paintings. There's a reason why you have a lot of them, and they're really good. I'm not bashing them at all, but like, it's very formulaic. It's effort and time, but also like there's strategies that people can use to make very realistic paintings that a lot of people don't know about. So there's that. But abstract paintings can stress out people for some odd reason. I don't know why. For me, it's a mixed bag. I don't mind doing it. It doesn't stress me out, but it's still work. I just don't. It's still labor, right? You're still laboring on a piece, but like, I'm not too worried about as much as I used to be because the expectation's lower, right? And I like that low expectations for abstract paintings, which sounds odd. It's like it makes it sound like I don't have any standards. I do have standards with the painting, but like the definition changes as time progresses. Like the standards are variable. They're lower when you first start a new series, and then they get a little higher when you start to get accustomed to the way that you are developing these forms. I gotta be quiet for a second and do a little curvy lines. There we go. See, I can't really talk when I do these. I can if I slow down drastically, but I can't talk when I do the curved lines. I need a tiny bit of focus to do them. So there's a reason why I'm quiet half the time, is because and I always have these abbreviated sentences, like they're cut in half, right? So I gotta focus a little bit. Right? I gotta focus a little bit. When I'm working on these curved lines. And I don't like not talking when I'm doing this, but like I have to. Just there's a reason why in golf they have that quiet sign during putts, right? Or at least I think. I always use that reference because I think it's the best reference I can kind of speak about with regards to this. All right, look at that. That is sweet action right there. Sweet, man. That's good. That's a good circle. I'm glad I am not going to try to fix that. I'm just going to have to move away and try another circle. But first, I like to have a little bit of coffee between each circle so I can feel happy. That sounds weird. Like, there's a luxury. Oh gosh, I totally forgot it's Friday, and I usually make a nice batch of coffee on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, but I use like the Folgers generic brand. Man, I wish I had made that nice coffee. I wasn't thinking. I was just thinking about having coffee. So I'm trying to get these lines in order, but I'm not doing a great job. All right. Things are going really smooth. I have to admit, they're going really smooth. I'm making pretty good like circles. They're not bad. And these few, I'm only doing a few circles, so I'm kind of happy that I chose to only do a few circles on these, because as much as I like the volume of circles, I don't know if it's necessary. I'm going to try to do this circle with this brush, which is going to be kind of difficult because it's a large brush, and I got a small circle here. I might be able to get a good curved line in some areas. All right, getting there. All right. I think that's it. I don't want to keep drawing on it because I have a tendency to try to make it just a little bit better each time. And every time I try to do that, it does not end well for me. I always mess up. These small areas of paint right here that I can kind of see the previous layer. I don't normally like to put this much black paint. It's kind of gloppy. It's like really thick here. There we go. Now, on to the last panel. I am super stoked that this is going so smoothly. You know? Watch this one take like 3 times as long because I mess up, you know? But I shouldn't. My hand-eye coordination is working really well today. So we're going to start with the small circle. Get that out of the way. Just get the main bulk of it here. And we're going to do a little curvy line here. Little curvy line, curvilinear line, curvilinear line. That's good enough. I don't want to, I know me, I'm going to start correcting that, and I don't want to. All right. Woo! Oh, okay. It's been a day. Oops. It hasn't even been a day. I just started. The day has just begun. Why am I saying that? Whenever I do a painting session, I'm just exhausted afterwards. It's been a day. It's done. We've done something today. We can relax. Well, actually, it's already been a day. I'm going to be finishing 2 paintings, so that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. Oh boy. It's just one of those days you're just trying to complete this painting and go along your merry way, you know? Oh no, that's no good. So I'm trying a little too hard on this circle here. I can kind of feel it. I'm like, I want it just so, but I'm gonna make it work. It's getting there. You know, I'm gonna make it work. I think. All right. I think that's good enough. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to move on to my last circle here. And I'm kind of liking only doing a few circles per painting. The larger ones are easier to do. Like, I like the smaller ones. Those are nice, but like, you know, doing like these large circles and getting them done quickly is kind of a nice like break from the norm. Because lately it's just been like I would spend an hour doing 2 panels. Now if I can cut that down and still have the same effect, I think I'm good with that. Like, so I'm cutting down the time, and it's still having the same. I'm still having the same like feeling, completion wise. Like the painting feels complete regardless of how many circles I've been painting on the surface. You know, so I think I can deal with that. I think that's okay. I can settle around with that. I'm content. And you know, the faster I can get these, do this piece, the faster I can go upstairs and do some digital artwork. So I'm kind of excited about that. Actually, it's like a little bit of a tension. Like the digital artwork it's like a love-hate thing. I like how I'm learning a lot, but I just hate the struggle, like the having to learn how to use it. And the only reason why things are kind of pan out because I spend a lot of time just fiddling around with the layers. It's not because I know a lot about it. It's just more like I'm just fiddling around with the layers in the drawing program and hoping things kind of pan out, you know. Otherwise, it's more like they're like happy accidents. So I keep playing around with the layers, and you know, eventually, just my ability as a person who can draw kind of wins over my lack of knowledge in the program. You know. So eventually, maybe by the end of the year, I'll be knowledgeable enough in the program that I'll be able to really knock out some drawings really good, like really quickly, and they get better each time. So I think I need to start doing more research, looking up how-to videos a little bit more, because there's a lot of tips and tricks that I've been finding that are really helpful. That I was like, you can use this layer thing to make things look more real without even having to render it directly. My main worry about with this style of painting is when I photograph. I need to make sure that there's no glare on the photographs when I catalog my work. All right. Okay. Have a little sip of coffee before we knock this painting out of the park. Come on. I'm getting a little too micro here. I want to have it just right, but I really don't need to do this. I'm just making it worse. I know I'm making it worse. It's not really getting better. I'm just kind of struggling here, so I want to see if I can get a... Okay, I think I'm done. Oh, what is going on? What's this? Oh. So I put the paint on this side a little too thick, and it's like dripping. So I'm gonna go over this right quick and see if I can refinish this a little bit, because it's showing the previous layer, and I don't want that. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, I think that's it for the day. I am done. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Friday. Have a good day. Bye.